Hi, my name is Bertha Contreras, and for my informative speech, I will be talking about marriage equality. I will go over what marriage equality is. Next, I will move on to marriage equality in same-sex marriages. Then, I will move on to the rights of married couples. Now, let's get started. Marriage equality is when two people marry each other. They want the best for each other. They respect each other. They try to improve themselves. They work hard to better everything that is around them. One is not better than the other person. They are equals. And they encourage each other to do better in life. It doesn't matter who makes more money, who does more than the other. They are both equal in that family. They are both the breadwinners in that family. They take care of their children if they have children, and if they don't have children, they take care of each other. Now that I've talked a little bit about marriage equality, let's move on to marriage equality in same-sex marriages. It is pretty much the same thing as marriage equality. The only difference is that there is either two men or two women. They care for each other, they love each other, they take care of each other, they respect each other, and they want to better their lives together. It doesn't matter what their sex is, as long as they respect each other and they care for each other. That's all that matters. Because back in 2015, same-sex marriages are federally legal in all 50 states. This was a decision from the Supreme Court. This made a difference. So some of the same-sex marriages were finally recognized. The only problem with that they are recognized, but in some states, they don't have the same rights as other people, which is very unfortunate because a marriage is a marriage. It doesn't matter what sex the other person is. As long as they love each other, it's still a marriage. Now that I've talked a little bit about marriage equality in same-sex marriages, let me move on to the rights of marriages. The rights of marriage may vary from state to state. Most states only recognize marriage between a man and a woman. Unfortunately, not every state recognizes it. Although things are changing day by day, we have to appreciate that things are coming around. But unfortunately, some states will not recognize spousal support. Some spousal supports vary from state to state. An example of spousal support is for a man and a woman or a couple, according to the state. If they are married under 10 years, they get half the years that they were married. An example is they're married 8 years, they get 4 years of spousal support. There's another thing called long-term support, and this is something that a couple gets when they're married over 10 years. If they're married over 10 years, then the other spouse is responsible for paying the spouse that makes less money for as long as the other person can afford. Things change, like I said, from state to state, so you would have to look into where you live to see what your support is. Now that I talked a little bit about the support the rights that you get, I also want to talk about the rights for adopting a child. The rights for adopting a child is that a married couple is allowed to adopt a child in all states. In some states, same-sex marriages are allowed to adopt a child, but in other states, only if it is the same sex, but they are not married, they're allowed to adopt a child. That is very unfortunate because there's many children out there that need a home where they are loved. Now that I talked a little bit about marriage equality, I hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you very much. Bye.